Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is now 6:53. Let's get you up to speed on everything you need to know with the Morning Sprint.
Olivia Roberts has an update on the new COVID variant spreading around the globe this morning.
But first to Mark Peterson tracking warmer than normal temperatures for our region.
Oh boy, are they ever. In our First Alert Weather, and that First Alert Weather app would have the showers that we will see actually on the radar. You just need to download it. The four things you need to know. Morning rain showers in our region, mainly south of Spokane. It's going to be a dry afternoon, looking pretty good. Wednesday's going to be the warmest day, and then you take a look. It's going to be cooling down for the weekend, but that cool down has temperatures around 40 degrees. So, yeah, today our high will be 50.
Breaking news this morning, air travel is almost back to pre-pandemic levels, at least on holidays. The Transportation Security Administration screened 2.45 million people yesterday. It's the busiest day since the pandemic began and 85% of the volume seen on the same day in 2019. It's almost double the number of people who passed through airports last year. The TSA screened 20.9 people over 20.9 million people over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
And more breaking news this morning. Stocks are opening with broad gains on Wall Street today. The Dow Jones gained 210 points, or about 0.4%. The S&P 500 added 1.1%. Stocks are coming off a holiday shortened session Friday, in which the Dow posted its worst day since October of 2020.
It's the biggest online shopping day of the year since 2005. The first workday after Thanksgiving has been known as Cyber Monday. Some retail experts believe supply chain issues may actually encourage more people to shop in brick and mortar stores instead of online this year. Nevertheless, as mobile and social play a larger role in buying decisions, cyber shopping is expected to increase to $3 billion in sales this year.
Health experts are closely monitoring a new variant of COVID-19 that we're just learning is now the dominant strain in South Africa. To mitigate risk, the U.S. is issuing new travel restrictions today, banning most non-American citizens from flying into the country from South Africa and its neighboring nations. The World Health Organization is calling Omicron a variant of concern as more nations report new cases, including Canada, where health officials say they've confirmed their first 2 cases. And new this morning, Portuguese health officials say they found 13 cases of Omicron among team members of a professional soccer club. Scientists are scrambling to find out about its severity, saying Omicron could be more transmissible than the Delta variant. President Biden is expected to speak about the new strain this morning. You can watch his speech starting at 8:45 right here on Good Morning Northwest.
The trial of a former Pasco police officer accused of murdering a Spokane woman decades ago will begin today. Richard Aguirre faces a first-degree murder charge for the death of Ruby Doss in 1986. Court documents show Doss was strangled, her body found next to a building in East Spokane. Doss was a sex worker at the time. There were no DNA matches to the evidence for nearly 26 years. But then, a break in the case when a forensic scientist from Washington State Patrol matched the DNA to Aguirre in 2015. Charges were dropped in 2017, but he was charged again last year.
The long-awaited trial of an actor accused of lying about being the victim of a hate crime begins today with jury selection. Jussie Smallett was a star of the TV show Empire in 2019 when he claimed he was attacked by 2 men. Authorities say the evidence points to Smallett paying the 2 men to attack him so he could get a publicity boost. The man police say shot and injured 2 people in Spokane Valley over the weekend is in jail this morning. A deputy found shell casings near Sprague and Bowdish yesterday morning, but no suspects or victims. She quickly identified a possible suspect in a truck and called in additional help. 2 men, including 40-year-old Rafael Castellano, were inside the truck. They were taken into custody. Deputies say 1 victim went to the emergency room with life-threatening injuries.
New this morning, actor Matthew McConaughey has decided he will not enter the race to become the next governor of Texas after acknowledging that he had been thinking about running for office. McConaughey explained his decision on Twitter, while the actor says it is humbling to be considered as a gubernatorial candidate by some. He says that won't be his next role. McConaughey says instead he will support entrepreneurs, businesses, and foundations he believes are leaders.
The White House is ready for the holidays. First Lady Jill Biden is unveiling this year's holiday theme and decor titled Gifts from the Heart. Her office says it was inspired in part by the challenges of the pandemic. More than 100 volunteers spent a week decorating the White House. It includes 41 Christmas trees, about 6,000 feet of ribbons, 300 candles, more than 10,000 ornaments, and nearly 79,000 holiday lights.